Hey everybody, Brian the Wild Armenian, rat ride, carport builder, mechanic, real estate investor, carport mechanic, automotive, whatever you want to call me. Don't call me late for lunch. One thing about this little camera deal I got here, I can see what I look like when I'm talking. I can adjust my hat. Off seriously, um, today's video is about this woman at church I was talking to at the fellowship hall. She she was asking me, and I think I might have mentioned her before, and I want to keep her name anonymous, but she said, "Brian, how you liking your retirement?" She knew I retired this year. And I said, "Yeah, I love it." And we got engaged in a conversation. I said, "I wish I would have retired at 62." And then like I've been telling y'all, I waited until my Medicare got 65, and she retired at the age of 70. She went full retirement. And I was waiting to hear something from her, because I get this a lot, like, we're going to hear it now. She's going to start preaching to me about I should have waited, because you hear a lot of people on the internet, on the, especially the Social Security, a lot of them, wait until you're full retirement, and she didn't. Matter of fact, she said opposite. She says, "Me too." So I wish I would have retired at 62. And she has a lot of health issues right now. And she's, she's in her late 70s, close to her 80s now. So there you go. It gives you something to think about. And I know her and her husband do pretty good. He's got some investment houses, and he has income. He's retired, but if you want to call it semi-retired, whatever. But I mean, they do have income coming in. It's not like they're hurting. And I didn't get any more personal with her, really. And I wish I would have maybe asked her a few more questions, but I don't want to. I kind of figured out, read between the lines. And so I'm just thinking, she went to the distance, got her full retirement age instead of retiring early. And it's, they don't need the money. I can tell, you can tell that, they don't need the money. And it just seems like she's regretting it now, because basically she did. She flat out told me. So it wasn't about the money, really wasn't. So sometimes we get caught up in that. I get caught up on that too. I wait until I'm 65, but the insurance, I can accuse the insurance not having the insurance. The Medicare. I waited until I got the Medicare, and then I retired. I didn't wait till my full retirement. There's two full retirements: 66 and 8 months, and then let's see, there's 70. I don't think it's 71. I think it's 70. But that's the two. I call it the two full retirements. You wait until you're 70, you get more. And that's weird. I've always thought that was weird. But I mean, it is what it is. They told me earlier. I know. Don't start get me trolls out there. I know. I've known for years what full, middle, full, I guess, or early 62 was. But there you go. It's like, I blame the insurance, and I feel I did right, of course. I waited until I had the Medicare. I could have got the Cobra, or the marketplace we call here in Florida, got that going, and kind of $300, I guess, or whatever. But it's, I don't know. I didn't want to blow the money. It didn't make sense to me mathematically, And if I waited a little longer, I'd make a little bit more. So I'm getting a little bit more than I waited until 65. And let me tell you, I'm glad I retired at 65. Boy, I was ready, mentally, physically. Oh boy, and that's interesting, And here's this lady, and I'm just, me and my wife was talking about this. Here's this lady, she's not healthy, Her husband's okay. I mean, he appears to be okay, but as we get older, we start declining. Our bodies start running down. And something happened many years ago. I was 16 years old. The lady that went to my church I grew up in, my mom, and was friends of this couple. And they wanted me to come over and help them out, pack up, and they were giving me a nice dresser set. I mean, an antique dresser set. I ended up years later giving it to my daughter, but I mean, it's beautiful. But they were giving up their whole worldly possessions in life. Now, this couple was old, I mean, they were, of course, everybody back when I was teenager. Everybody looked like they're old. I guess when you were 50, you were old to me back then. But no, all seriousness, they had to. I'm looking back at it. They were pushing their 80s. You know, I'm pretty sure, but they were retired for a long time. I remember. And what we did, me and my mom helped them help them up where they live. Of course, we live in Florida. We helped them to Georgia, drive them up to Georgia to an assisted living care facility for both of them to live their life out until they die. And I even went in the room, helped them there, bring their luggage and their whatever. And they had luggage like they were going on a trip. That's all they left behind. I mean, they left everything behind. And the place was there, a bunch of old people just like them. I remember they were out there. There was a courtyard. We hung out there for a little bit, talked to them, drank sodas, and there was shuffleboard and that kind of stuff. And it was just perfect. And I thought about that, but I also thought how sad that was. I mean, they gave me their stuff. I mean, there was more. I mean, there was a lot of, I don't wear their clothes, but what I'm getting at is there's like sewing machines and all kinds of stuff, just getting rid of it, giving it away. Because they're on to their next phase of their retirement. So me and my wife was talking today about that. And I'm 65, so I figure maybe 20 years from now, maybe hopefully, not any sooner. We're going to go ahead. We were talking about selling off our assets. That way, it'll put us into that next phase of our retirement. So there is, I know for a fact, I haven't, and this is weird too, I haven't had a lot of YouTubers talk about this first phase, second phase of retirement. And I don't know if there could be a third phase. I mean, yeah, maybe hospice. I mean, I don't want to really, it happens, so that could be your third final stage, hospice. I know when hospice, my mom's on hospice, they end up kicking in and they start paying for if you're a certain budget and you have so much money left. Of course, if you're in a nursing home, it drags you down, drags your finances, and the nursing homes she's in is like $4,500 a month. So, if you got money saved up, or I don't care if you got IRAs or whatever, they're going to get into it. I mean, they're going to take you home or whatever it is. They're going to do it, and they've done it. So that's another. I guess that would be the third phase. So, but the one phase that me and her are talking about is the second. Second phase of our retirement. And she's still working, she's semi-retired, but she's going to give it up next year. She's going to go full. She's at that point, she don't want me to tell her business, but, and that's as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm going to respect her privacy there. But, when we're talking about, all seriously, the second phase of our retirement for me and her, and then we already had that discussion. We're going to go ahead and sell off everything, and we'll have plenty of money for sure for all these other things like hospice and God forbid, but it's happen. It's going to happen. Life is life, and the guy I used to go to, I'd always one of my big customers when I had my shop, he'd always say, "Yeah, one thing for sure, death and taxes." And that's so true. That's all. It's like, of course, all that other stuff in between. Inflation is tax. Whether they want to say it or not. Anything in between, I just call it all taxes. Geez, no matter what you do, you pay for stuff in life. But with that, all you can do today is, live for today, save for today, or save for tomorrow, I should say. Boy, I'm getting that all mixed up. Live for today and save for tomorrow, and think about stuff. I know it's one day at a time. When the good Lord is ready to take us, he's going to take us no matter what we do. So with that, hey, God bless you guys. There's a lot of things important to me in life is my wife, my children, my family, my God, my country, and you folks too. Please take care of yourself. You're very important to me. God bless you.